Okay, we're going to start off with the social studies packet. There are several activities that we're going to do. We're going to do activity 1, 3, 4. Let's skip 5, 6, 7, 8, and 12. On number 1, you should have already read lesson 3 already, so go ahead and give it a check mark. Let's move on to number 3. It tells us to go to page 155. On page 155, we see vocabulary right here, and then we have to fill it in on this chart right here. First off, I notice hero is missing an R. Okay. Colony is missing the C. Holiday is missing the O. And veteran is missing the T. Okay, so number 3 is done. So we have done number 1. We did number 3. Number 4, it says perform the tasks from question 1 on page 154. It says underline what we celebrate on Independence Day. So right here you'll notice it says every year we celebrate our country's freedom on Independence Day. So that's the answer to number 1 right there. So we have did task 4. Task 6, perform tasks from question 2 on page 155. Number 2 says underline the 2 holidays that honor special heroes in our country. So all we got to do is underline 2 holidays that honor special heroes. Our country has 2 national holidays to honor special heroes who protect our country. One of them is on Memorial Day, and the next one is Veterans Day. So we have done task number 6. Give it a check. Task number 7, answer question 3 on page 156. So we're going to go to page 156. We're going to look at number 3. Number 3 says, write the name of another president. So when reading this chapter, you should know that they pointed out 2 presidents to us that just pop out to the sides. We have Thomas Jefferson and Theodore Roosevelt. You can choose any president that you want. I'm going to choose Barack Obama just because that's the first president that comes to our mind, or some of you probably thought of Donald Trump, our current president. So we have completed task number 7. Number 8, answer questions 4 through 6. Number 4 says underline 1 reason we honor Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Okay, so I may need to go to page 156 at the bottom. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. believed that all Americans should be treated equally. Dr. King spoke out against unfair laws and helped us pass new ones. So that's one reason that we honor him. He spoke out against unfair laws and helped to pass new ones. Number 5, how are Memorial Day and Veterans Day alike? So they want to know how they are alike and how they are different. So I'm going to first begin writing. Memorial Day and Veterans Day are alike. So let's see how they are alike. Well, our country has 2 national holidays to honor special heroes to protect who protect our country. So they're alike because they Memorial Day and Veteran Days are alike because they are because they are both national holidays. They are different because one is celebrated in what is it? One is celebrated in May, and the other is finish my answer right here. Celebrated in November. Number 6. How do you and your family celebrate holidays in your community? Any answer you put right here will be fine. Let's look at what we have completed so far. So we have done this, and we only have number 12 left. Match the person with its correct description. And this is in lesson 4. So let's go to page 158. Okay, it seems like all these people on activity 12 is people listed. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to scan through the chapter, and I'm just going to stop when I notice somebody important. The first person that pops up is Davy Crockett. And I noticed that he is also mentioned as number 3 right here. So either he fought in the Alamo, he built the tunnel, or oh look, they said she, and I can tell you that's a man, so C is out. Okay, so let's see. He was born in a cabin in Tennessee in 1786. As a boy, he worked hard to buy a horse and became a great bear hunter. Davy was a soldier who fought in the Battle of the Alamo in Texas, right here. That tells us that Davy is matched with A. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to the next page. The next person who comes to mind is Johnny Appleseed. I notice he's listed down here. So either he planted apple trees, or he's known as the best cowboy, or he ate 40 bowls of oatmeal every day. Johnny Appleseed got his name because he carried sacks of apple seeds everywhere he went. His real name was John Chapman. Johnny planted many apple trees across the country. Okay, so that definitely tells us Johnny Appleseed goes with C. Betsy Ross. Betsy Ross made her living by sewing. One day in 1776, General George Washington, the leader of the American Army, visited her. He asked Betsy to sew the first American flag. There it is. Betsy sewed the first American flag. Paul Bunyan. When Paul Bunyan was a baby, he was so big that he ate 40 bowls of oatmeal. Hilarious. 40 bowls of oatmeal. That's a lot. Paul Bunyan. Pecos Bill. Stories that say Pecos Bill was the best cowboy who ever lived. Right here, Pecos Bill, best cowboy. Next page. John Henry. There have been songs and books written about a railroad worker named John Henry. Some say he was bigger and taller than any other man around. John Henry used his hammer to chip away at rocks so that a big tunnel could be built. All right, he built the tunnel all by himself. So John Henry built the tunnel. So as you can see, it wasn't that bad.